guys come up.
Check, check.
And then I'm going to go 1.
So I do believe our internet is still down, but we still are able to get times. We just can't broadcast them. So if you're getting text messages or phone calls from friends at home or your family members, just let them know we're having high winds and internet situations.
I bought one of the Viltrox monitors, right? But I forgot my clamp, and it has a pretty decent, thing around there.
Check.
That's going. Are you hearing? So we got our pace lap going on right now. As the cars come across the line, they'll trip the clock, give them one more time around, and take the green flag. And 3 laps qualifier will then begin. We got, once again, Luke Vale, Jay Kill, Brixton Wirtz, Samuel Gibbs, Triton Lawrence, Cassidy Walton, Ian Corona, Brianna Walton, and Larry Lawrence, Jackson Withrow, Alexandra Easton, Kyler Mendoza, and Declan Shields.
All right, here we go. We're under green flag qualifying.
There's that strange voice again. It's about damn time to get your butt up here at the tower. Dave Arnold's now joined us for the first time this weekend right here. Had a little bit of issues getting going, but he's back up in the booth.
Yep, got my headset all set up. We're good to go. Just came in from Lake Havasu, the IGSBA Jet Ski World Finals. Saw some of our AOE family out there getting ready for Legends of Havasu here in a couple weeks out there. Hopefully some of the folks will join us out there for the Ultra 4. We got all kinds of great stuff going on. Chandrag, Side-by-Side Takeover, Formula 1 boats, and Flow Rider playing on Lake Havasu. But we got qualifying for the Razer 170s going off. We're just starting to hit the ticker here. Luke Vale so far the fastest qualifier. Jackson Withrow. And then Brixton Wirt and Jake Kill just answer right back. These are the first laps, so they're just going to change up here as we go. It is quite blustery here today, but keeps the dust clear of the track, that's for sure.
Clear of the track, but it's in our face.
I know.
It's coming right at us. White flag is out one more time around as they come across the line. Brixton Wirt still maintains that top spot. Let's see, he's got a 3.825. Jay Kill's got a 3.827. My gosh, 2/1000ths of a second.
Wow.
Luke Vale a 3.831. That's some of the tightest qualifying as the white flag is out once again, one more time around for some of these drivers. We got one car just off the track at the exit of turn 1, right before the straightaway.
I'm really noticing the tweaks on the track. I know they did the Nitro Cross here, and that's why they got the jump, but wow, the track looks really cool. I like the offshoot.
So Jake Hill still has that top spot as we have some finishers still coming in. He's got a 3.791. His fastest lap in qualifying was on his final lap. Brixton Wirt, what do you got for him as they come across the line? Brianna Walton at 8th spot, Samuel Gibbs in that 10th. Declan Shields moves all the way up into second quick. 3.8.10. He was running right around 10th and 11th prior to last, but on the final lap, he bumped up into that second spot. So Jake Hill will take the top spot in qualifying. Declan Shields moves up into second. Brixton Wirt will hang on to that third spot. Our top 3, Luke Vale and Jackson Witherell, round out the top 5 in the Razer 170 qualifying efforts.
Scott looks like he's looking over there to see if we get a little inversion.
Let's see. They pulled. Let's see what we got.
What do we got?
What's the inversion? 2. Oh, what's the point? I still think we need to throw away the number 2.
Can I see what Trey and Larry have finished?
I hate that number 2. All they do is swap spots in the front row. If you qualify top spot, you normally do the pole. Well, guess what? Now you're starting outside of row 1. What the hell's the point?
I know. It's like, okay, one side to the other.
3 on back, you know? Throw away 1 and 2. But anyways, they're inverting 2. So we're getting ready now for Junior 2 cars coming out. We got 10 cars strong coming.
What was it?
Qualifying cash goes to 7th position again. That's a total purse of $5,000, I guess.
Overall?
Courtesy of Burgeson's and Toyota of Redlands.
Yep.
So here's our lineup. I tell you, the weekend hasn't started, but Mikey Childress has already really put his foot down as far as who's the man to beat with yesterday's top spot. He will be coming out here in the Junior 2s in the 484, along with Jaden Manchester in the 423. Brody Glaze in the 425. Chris Collinsworth in the 459. Talon Pike in the 422. The 479 of Kylie Collinsworth. Luke Dawson in the 410. Ian Torfey in the 497. Mackenzie Montgomery and Bristol Williams. Our 10 cars coming out here in just a moment. So once again, I want to thank everybody that's tuned in and watching us right now for qualifying. This is qualifying for tomorrow's racing action. Racing today starts at 11:30 local time, as we qualified yesterday for today's racing action. And the only thing that we're battling right now is this wind, and it's directly in our face. And it's probably, I want to say, upwards of 25 to 30 mile an hour with gusts.
At least.
And that's probably going to be the only thing. I think the consensus is everybody. That goes on your lips, not the microphone. Everybody's walking around with chapstick today. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a little dried out. It's been windy in Arizona the last couple of days. So.
Looks like we're getting a lap around the track, courtesy. I think that's of our. What am I looking at?
Oh, we got a wind meter.
That's it. 10 mile an hour.
It goes back.
Oh, there's just like that. We got 12 mile an hour. What is that toy called?
Gust of 20.
What is that thing?
A wind meter.
What is that? A heart monitor? No, really. I've never seen that.
What?
What is that?
It's a
Wind meter?
Just for wind.
Wow. Are you a pilot or something? You just have like crazy toys. Wow.
Well, those
Cool.
firefighters always have all the cool toys.
I just found out for the first time we're working with the 2 Donovans and a Donovan.
2 Donovans and a Donovan.
I didn't know that till yesterday.
It gets redundant. They're interchangeable.
So the Junior 2s are coming out onto the track right now, giving them one lap around. Again, this class is running on that abbreviated track. I'd say probably cuts it just about in half, maybe just a little bit more than half, but they'll run the abbreviated course.
And it's when we used to run this course, they used to run around the outside and then cut right where that jump is and come across. So they kind of modified it. So it's kind of cool how they did that, right where they kept up.
Dave, you do realize people at home are kind of like, when you said that jump, okay,
well,
is it that one, that
people
one,
at home aren't
that
watching.
one?
People at home aren't seeing us because the wheel's spinning. But where the jump is, where the gap is where they used to cut through.
The over and under.
The over under.
Yep. Just make sure he puts a big old gap between him and Mikey. And they're not racing today, okay? No racing today. I mean, in qualifying. Yeah.
No elbows.
So it looks like we're getting a couple of live drone shots. We got a drone pilot out there.
Armband check today.
Need some cool footage, I'm sure.
That's going to be interesting for these guys flying in the wind.
They got that. Some of these drones have that stabilizer effect or whatever, that gyroscope or whatever it's called.
But even in the wind, it's hard for those things to stay in position. But these little racing drones just get down. They'll do up to 100 miles an hour anyways.
Televised on ESPN2, but yet we can't we can't get on any kind of programming.
Hey, off-road is now in Speed Sport 1.
All right, green flag is out. They should start picking up a little bit of speed. And the clock will trip the first time by with Mikey Childress at the point.
This is going to be interesting with these two.
And that car is for sale. Contact Mikey Childress Sr. and get all the goods. So Childress is coming around to complete lap number 1 of 3 for his qualifying effort. What's he got kicked off here? Oh, 34.89, 34.89. Right behind him, 3.50 by Jaden Manchester. Brody Glaze. Oh, Chris Collinsworth jumps up in the second. Taylon Pike jumps up in the third. Jaden Manchester falls back to fourth. Brody Glaze in that 5th spot. Kylie Collinsworth 6th. Bristol Williams, Luke Johnson 7th and 8th. Ian Torphy jumps up in that 4th spot. This is all in lap number 1. Mackenzie Montgomery jumps up into 7th. Mikey Childress goes by for lap number 2. 3.4.42. Got a little bit better. Jaden Manchester jumps up into 2nd again. 3.4.82. And Chris Collinsworth comes back with a 3.4.66. He'll jump into 2nd. Luke Dawson goes by in a 3.6.94. Ian Torphy, 5th quick, 3.5.13. Mikey Childress, let's see, he's got at the checker flag 3.4.15. Jaden Manchester goes by 3.4.68. Chris Collinsworth will jump up into 2nd, 3.5.24. Jaden Manchester, 3.4.68. Brody Glaze, 3.4.76. My gosh, these times are so tight.
Well, this class has become so competitive with these drivers as the season has come on. So we're seeing really tight battles there, Scott. That's for sure.
I mean, look, as far as the top 6, Mikey Childress has a big advantage at 0.5 of a second. gap over Chris Collinsworth, who finished second. But here we go. Oh, there we went. I just.
Well, I guess we're going to find out in this pill pull what this is going to change up for anything. Is Manchester going to get the favor, or is Mike?
Do not pull a 2. No 2. Really?
Oh, no.
I think every pill in that thing is a 2. So once again, the pole sitter goes to the outside of row 1. Right. So that's why when'd you quit doing it then? Mike Childress is saying that he's pulled 3 times. He's pulled 6s, and so he quit doing it. And they got the money.
Courtesy of Bergson Heating and Air, and of course, Toyota of Redlands.
Oh, here we go. Once again, we were talking about this. They gave me the timing and scoring back. Oh, there it went again.
They're just teasing you, Scott.
Oh, I know. You should have been here yesterday. I was like telling everybody at home, check in, let us know where you're from, where you're watching us from, and next thing you know, ping, 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 ping. This whole row is checking in.
Hey, I'm a Chandler. Hey, I'm a Chandler. Hey, I'm a Chandler.
So coming up next will be the mini stocks, Class 11s, and an Open V8, which basically is a Midwest Pro Stock truck, or Super Stock,
Super Stocks, yeah.
It's a very nice looking hot rod. He'll be coming out here on the track first. The Class 11s, the Baja Bugs, we got 4 or 5 of them. Oh, we got 3 so far. Yeah, we had, I want to say 4 or 5, but yesterday. But here's our lineup. Rick Boyer's out there in the Class 11. Kyle Zerkis, as well as Daniel Boswell in the Class 11. Robert Orr in the mini stock. Bet Vistra in a mini stock. Anthony Chusey. Look closely. I think Anthony's actually got a brand new right rear fender.
Okay, he finally broke down and got one.
One. Yeah, I think.
One.
I think. It's hard to tell. Justin Miller's out there in the mini stock. And Zach Gudenkoff from northern Missouri, 1 hour north of Wheatland.
Nice.
Code out here. We got teams from all over the country here this weekend.
That's so cool.
Nevada, California, obviously, Arizona, obviously, Oklahoma, Missouri, Wisconsin. Got one from, I believe, Minnesota as well. So we'll go right back to the big track, as it looks like we do have 3 Class 11s coming out. It's too bad there's just one super stock truck here. But I believe he was telling me that actual truck ran in the regional series years ago when Tim Jones ran it.
Yes.
And that truck, he bought that truck, reconfigured the whole chassis to be legal to run in Champ, and he's out here running it now.
Oh, that's awesome. I love hearing those stories.
Ricky Huseman is here, running a...
I saw that.
His
first time in a mod cart, huh?
First time ever on the racetrack. Had a chance to spend some time with him yesterday and a little bit on Thursday. He is nervous, super, super nervous, and came out for practice. He's still getting the right foot figured out, But just the fact that the legacy continues.
That's to me. That's what's so cool. That's just what you said. The legacy continues. Very excited to see him run. And talk about moving to your first class mod carts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And coming to the green flag to start the qualifying efforts.
truck looking good, the 82.
Zach Gudenkoff. We're going to Robert Orr in the mini stock going by. Veenstra in his mini stock. Choosy. Yeah, is that a new right rear? Step side?
Yeah, step side up.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got 2 step sides on there.
Yeah, then you got rid of the
Down for 2.
siding house. You know, look, the rear fenders used to be just flat. I just call it the side, aluminum siding.
Did he go to pick apart? Really love how they brought the step up jump back.
Hey, we got our first fan checking in, Julie Meehan. She goes, good luck, Rick. I'm assuming it's Rick Boyer, maybe? He's off the track right now qualifying. First time by, the time for Zach Gudenkoff is 4916. 4916. Now a mini stock crossing the line. That will be Robert Orr, the 5233. Brent Veenstra, the 52.6. And Choosy goes by with a 5226. He'll be the fastest qualifier up to this point in that class. Class 11s go by. 5282. Kyle Zerkis as the top spot with Rick Boyer, the 5453. Daniel Boswell, 5632. Gudenkoff's lap is a little bit quicker than the lap number 1 with a 4864. 4864 for him. Orr got a little bit quicker as well in the mini stocks with a 5066. Veenstra jumps up a spot to a 5111. And Choosy still third in class with a 5236. Kyle Zerkis goes by in the class 11, 5197. He gets a little bit quicker on lap number 2. Boyer is quicker as well, but still is second and quick with a 5425. And Daniel Boswell, 55884, third quick in class. Checker flags coming out last time by for Gudenkoff, and his best lap, 4849 for the Open V8.
It's a good-looking truck.
Yeah, they do a really, really good job of maintaining that thing. The body panels almost look brand spanking new.
Yeah, nice wrap job.
And that's their own company. How about that? They got a, what do you call it, decal or vinyl graphics company, and they raise cattle. They got a cattle farm. Only in Missouri.
That's right.
So class 11, as they cross the line, we got Kyle Zerkis in the 5426. He's a little bit slower in that lap. Rick Boyer, he's a little bit slower as well. He'll maintain second overall. And let's see what got by Daniel Boswell. He's a little bit quicker with a 5453, but he still maintains that third spot. And see, Justin Miller never made the call to come up for qualifying. So our top qualifier in class 11 is Kyle Zerkis. Top qualifier mini stock is Robert Orr. And then we got Zach Gudenkoff all by himself out there in that V8. So nice job by these guys as we get ready for our next class to come out. Will be limited buggies, the 1,600 cars. It is so windy that the spray from the water truck is getting up here in the tower. Here's our lineup for qualifying in limited buggies. Carson Smith is out there in the 319, 318 of Travis Howard. Matt Simodi in the 314, along with Sean Jones in the 385, the 355 of Jesus Sanchez. Darren Sepp in the 368, Joel Laff in the 344. Bruce Fraley from Las Vegas, out of retirement, is out there in the 312 and the 313 of Jake Lapp. And I gave him so much crap yesterday. He got fourth quick. And I'm like, dude, yeah, I haven't raced in 4 years or whatever it's been, 5 years or more, and first time on the track, I'm by myself. I'm like, but you're Bruce freaking Fraley.
Yes. I remember I've been battles with Fitzgerald, Fraley, and give me a second.
Hey, Ron Sharp has checked in. What's up, guys? So, are you out at the lake house, Ron? They got beautiful property. Him and his wife have beautiful lake property up there in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's still gorgeous.
Every time, I must be in the right algorithm to catch all her posts, and every one of them is her feet on a lawn chair, crossed at the ankles.
Looking at the lake?
Yeah, with the lake in the background. And I'm like, oh, man. Meanwhile, Ron is off someplace working to pay for that view.
Well, as long as somebody's enjoying it.
I'm sure that's what she says. And Ron's, yes, dear.
Well, that's a smart
Oh,
man.
boy, they're creating a wall over there in the final turn. It's not even a bank anymore. It's a wall. Can we turn one to Crandon? Opposite. Ron goes, yep.
Yep. I remember when we first used to come out to this track where you're talking about where Kelvin's scraping over there was a split lane.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the coolest back in the four-cylinder Pro-Lite days, watching Rob Ficknott and banging through that one, just riding the wall all the way around.
I thought it was Adrian Cheney.
And Cheney did it too. But just watching Vic do it was incredible. And the wall's gotten smaller out of turn one, too. That used to be a higher bank. It's like the track's raised up a little bit. Because I remember we'd see Pro 2s riding the wall coming out of turn one with so much speed sometimes. So that has definitely been changed. It looks like it's almost a wall this time. You're going to have to stay off of that coming out of turn number one. Robbie Woods used to be famous for that. Speaking of Robbie Woods, he's coming back to short course. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, he's pulling no bones about it.
Yeah.
He's not giving it himself like a year or two to get back underneath it. He's going for broke right off the get-go.
Yeah, bringing Mr. Excitement back, as we used to call him.
It was funny. One of his posts a couple weeks ago, he goes, something along the line, what does my life come to when I have over $1 million worth of trucks parked in front of a $30,000 house? Something along that line.
I loved his story. He used to go around collecting cars, junk cars, and build a business, and started a short course program that way.
Well, he made a shoot ton of money when that guy was in presidency and was a cash for clunkers or something program, and he just went up. He found a car in a ditch, he picked it up and took it, cashed it in. I mean, that's all he did, 24/7 for a year. Him and I think one other guy.
I know his dad was helping out quite a bit too.
Julie Meehan checks in once again. Good luck to all the Meehan Motorsports Limited buggies, Simodi, Howard, and Sanchez, and they're on their way out onto the track right now. You're going to give them one pace lap around and then come back for the green at speed. We'll continue. 9 cars coming out. Well, it feels like the wind's letting up a little bit.
Until it's not.
Once again, we got Carson Smith, Travis Howard, Matt Simodi, Sean Jones, Jesus Sanchez, Darren Septon, Joe Laff, Bruce Fraley, and Jake Laff out there on the track. This is the first weekend of racing. We haven't seen that Desert 1600 car out here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the first time.
Maybe he's running California 300.
Trailer problems and issues and pulled the plug last night.
Oh,
He was on his way here?
He was trying to get here,
Oh,
I
man.
heard Lee said he had trailer problems and wasn't
Trailer
able to make
problems,
it.
brake issues.
Yeah, we miss you, Kevin Streety.
Oh, Mr. MEO finally shows up. Yeah. See, Mr. Hollywood, he's on banker's hours now. I've never seen you so spit shine and clean and office-like. Oh, I've never seen you so clean. And well groomed. Green flag is out, we're underway. Qualifying has now commenced. Well gapped out. We had a lot of times yesterday, the cars were racing instead of qualifying.
Yeah, and we've all talked about this over the times. It's like, gap them out, don't get next to somebody, get the fastest time. You got plenty of time to race them during the race.
Coming around, completing lap number 1, Carson Smith comes out of turn 4, final turn, I should say. And his time will be 4.888. 4.888. The second car to come by will be Travis Howard in the 318. 4.890. 4.890. Samodi comes by. He'll take the top spot. 4.8.28. Sean Jones, fourth quick. Jesus Sanchez, he'll overtake Jones, and he'll be fourth quick with a 4.944. Darren Sepp in 5.223. Joe Lapp. Bruce Fraley takes his position in that fourth spot. And Jake Lapp, quick time, 4.812. 4.812. For Jake Lapp, Simone falls back to second, Carson back to third. Here we come with the 319. He'll maintain second. A little bit quicker, but not quick enough. Carson Smith with 4.827. And Travis Howard takes the top spot. 4.785. 4.785. Matt Simone will hang on to that fourth spot. 4.849. Sean Jones, 4.829. Jesus Sanchez, sixth quick with a 4.877. Oh, look! This is what we're talking about. Nose to tail right here. 3 cars, and Bruce Fraley's got nowhere to go. He'll drop down to seventh quick with a 4.962. Jake Lapp will move into second with a 4.845. 4.845 on his last lap.
It looks like Fraley got held up just a little bit there when he got that car move in front of him, so it's going to hold him back. Hopefully he'll back off, get a bit better time this time around.
Well, at the checker flag, Carson Smith has got a 4.720 top spot. Travis Howard, 4.739. Second quick, Matt Samodi. Third quick with a 4.7.6. Sean Jones, fourth quick with a 4.778. Jesus Sanchez, sixth quick. Now Bruce Fraley need to get a clean lap. And he'll have to settle for fifth quick, 4.798, 4.798. But it was his fastest lap of all 3. So it looks like that'll take care of qualifying. Our top 5. Bruce Fraley in that fifth spot. Sean Jones fourth. Matt Samodi third. Travis Howard will be second. And Carson Smith, top qualifier in the limited buggy division here this morning. Getting ready now for the Weller Racing SR1s and their qualifying effort.
The shortest drive that the Wellers have had in a while, speaking of Weller SR1s, so it's pretty cool. A lot of the Arizona boys that...
There's a ton of teams just going home at night to sleep in their own damn beds. A lot of them.
So cool.
The inversion is going to be 4. 4 is the inversion. So if you qualify the pole, you'll be outside of row 2. And the fourth place got the qualified cash. Oh, wow. 1 spot out. So here's our lineup for Weller Racing. 8 cars coming out. Corey Weller in the 18. Paul O'Brien in the 11. Sammy Nino in the 17, Robert Gutierrez in the 83, Chris Red in the 71, Brandon Kilgore in the 35, Scott Webster in the 42, and Charles Etheridge in the 10. They'll be coming out in just a moment. So the SR1s are now on the track doing their pace lap and tripping that timing loop as they go around. Once again, it's Corey Weller, Paul O'Brien, Sammy Nino, Robert Gutierrez, Chris Redden, Brandon Kilgore, Scott Webster, and Charles Etheridge. So it looks like Corey Weller will be at the point. She'll be the first car in line for qualifying. And be going to green this time by. The Honda Pace vehicle's off the track, and the green should be coming out. And it is. They'll be hitting the line at speed. Corey Weller, Paul O'Brien, Brandon Kilgore have all tripped the wire. Robert Gutierrez, Scott Webster, Corey Weller's off by herself out front. Second and third are pretty tight for a qualifying effort, but here we go across the line, completing lap number 1. 4.322, 4.322. Brandon Kilgore, 4.329. Paul O'Brien, 4.380. Robert Gutierrez, 4.523. Scott Webster jumps up in the third quick, 4.372. Charles Etheridge, 4.632. Currently third is Scott Webster, Brandon Kilgore, Corey Weller, 1, 2, and 3. But once again, our second and third are running darn tight for a qualifying session. Lap number 2 for Corey Weller. Here they come towards the line. White flag is out. A little bit quicker, 4.249 for Weller. Paul O'Brien moves up into second. 4.275. Brandon Kilgore falls to third, 4.420. Scott Webster jump up in the third quick with a 4.305. Charles Etheridge, 4.567. Chris Redden, a 4.588. He's getting a little quicker. Coming to the checker flag, last time for Corey Weller. Well out front, clean track, clean air. A little bit slower, 4.351, 4.351. Paul O'Brien, 4.354. Looks like they're all slower on this last time by, except Scott Webster is a little bit quicker. He'll jump up into that third spot. Brandon Kilgore currently fourth. Gutierrez fifth. With the fast time, Corey Weller 4.249, Paul O'Brien 4.275, and Scott Webster 4.305. Our top three. So we'll kind of glance over to see what number was drawn for the inversion. Four inversions. So Corey Weller will start outside of row 2 as he'll invert the first 4. Corey Weller and Paul O'Brien will both be on the back row. Or I'm sorry, not back row. Row 2.
AJ's got his finger in everything.
Getting ready now for the mod karts. 11 cars coming out. Oh, that wind is still there. Yeah, but you know what? It's like a half a second of pleasure. And then just like that, it's gone. Water truck went by again.
It got chilly for that.
Oh,
second.
that you call that chilly? You are in the desert, boy.
I've been on the desert for about a week now, so my blood got a little thin.
So here's our lineup as the sun is popping out pretty bright here. Let me see if we can adjust the things so we can see. Danny Culver's coming out in the 501. We got Ashton Williams in the 520. Travis Jones in the 585. Talon Martin in the 511. Chase Berry in the 543. Luke Berry in the 536. Maverick Openshaw in the 545. Haley Berry in the 530. Mackenzie Montgomery in the 531. And Hunter Van Zyl in the 527, the young driver out of the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. And Ricky Huseman is out there in the 536H. His first race of his life at 13 years of age.
So cool.
Talking to him, and I'm sorry, but he's still little Ricky.
Little Ricky,
like
yep.
Waist high. He's looking at me almost straight in the eyeballs. You could tell the voice is going to be starting to change real soon. But to see him out here in the track, and the poor kid's probably got overwhelmed with people just coming up and giving him advice. It's like, you know what? Just everybody take a step back. Let the kid be able to move his arms around and not hit nothing.
Let him figure it out a little bit.
Let him breathe. Let him crash. Let him learn.
Don't add to the pressure.
Yeah. It's like, oh, don't worry about a thing. Just have fun. When you got 35 people telling you, don't, just have fun. No pressure there.
Yeah. Sometimes silence is golden when it comes to that.
But it's cool to see that little kart out on the track with that number on it and his name on it.
That's pretty cool. I like the H. 536H.
I remember when Michelle had the little belly. The baby bump. I remember Michelle with that. Oh my gosh. Funny story that my daughter dated Jeff Huseman, Ricky's uncle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they dated for for 3 years. So they were still living in Michigan, my wife and the two kids. I was out here for Core in Newport Beach, and Jeff actually flew back to Michigan on his dime, and he was like 1 year out of high school, but went back to Michigan and took my daughter to her prom there.
Oh, that's cool.
And I can't remember the kids' clothing store, the teens' clothing store that always smelled like it was got aftershave all over, cologne all over it. I can't remember what it's called.
The Tillies?
No, you're in that group.
Yeah.
But they had a bunch of monitors throughout the store of live camera shots of beach scenes in Huntington Beach and Newport Beach and just beach scenes, all live. Jeff knew where those cameras were. So, and then my daughter would go to, starts with an H. Gosh, I can't remember. Anyways, she would go to the store in Michigan at the mall closest to the house and stand by one of the monitors and it said either Huntington Beach or wherever, on the monitor, so she knew where to go there. Jeff would go up to that camera all live, and there's Jeff doing jumping jacks and waving at the camera.
Oh, that is hilarious.
And Stephanie's in the store in Michigan. Yeah.
How wild was that?
It was crazy technology, but the stuff that they would do.
And that was how many years ago now? So that's just thinking about it.
2004, 2005, something like that. Jeff was such a cool kid.
Yeah.
Did everything by himself on that truck, too. He ran a Pro Light for a couple of years and just started coming around and getting it on the track. I mean, he was smart in the pits, smart in fabrication and setups and stuff like that, but then learning how to drive it. And he was just getting to the point where he learned how to drive it. And he had set fast time once or twice in Pro Light and was really making a name for himself. And obviously Rick had been multi-time race winner, fast time winner, and class champion. And
the Fab Tech trucks. My favorite, though, is seeing them. I used to see them out in the Suzuki Samurais.
Yeah.
the guy, I see him out in Palm Springs and hitting the shovel at Edom Hill right off of the 10, trying to get those Suzuki Samurais up. Kurt Leduc cheering him on.
Oh, once again, Cole Mamers checked in. Corey Michael,
Cole?
let's go Tim and the Burgeson's team. TRM. Sorry, can't see in the sun here. But Cole Mamer checked in yesterday, was watching us for a while. He's got a mod cart out here on the track, his former truck, kart. So his class is still near and dear to his heart.
Oh, yeah. I'm very stoked to see how Cole is, what he's done with his career. You know, team owner, fabricator, building all those trucks.
I keep telling him my wife wants some beef jerky. I'm like, I'm not buying it. You go, you know, you can call Cole, you can message him, whatever. You don't need me to do it. But she's like, oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, I can't.
We'll have to get Chris Voorhees to hook you up on some check.
So here come the cars out onto the track. We're getting some crazy little microphone glitches, I think, here with the wing going on right now. Is that what's going on? Just in time for the mod cars to come out. Are we still out there, or we're just like not at all? Cool. You can't lost power because you got power to this.
All right, back up and running.
I made it less off. It was the coffee mug hit the button.
Shaking in the wind?
Yeah. If you hit that, I'm pretty sure. One more time, I take the blue.
All right, looks like the pace vehicle's still going to bring him around here. We should turn him loose. Here we'll have the green flag, the Optima batteries. Green flag's going to come out.
There it is. They're hot right now. They want to be hitting that starting line at speed as they come across. It's Dane Culver, the first one across the line. Ashton Williams right behind him. Travis Jones, Talon Martin. Haley Berry's going by. Mackenzie Montgomery she was getting faster every lap yesterday during qualifying.
Nice.
There's Hunter Van Zyl. I don't think we saw Ricky Houston come out. Chase Berry, Luke Berry, Maverick Openshaw, and Ricky Houston haven't come out. It looks like.
There's Ashton Williams goes by.
Oh, we got a couple of cars that didn't make the call, but first time by, fast qualifier. Dane Culver so far at this point, 4.562. Ashton Williams second quick, 4.592. Talon Martin third quick, 4.654. Travis Jones fourth quick with a 4.780. Looks like not everybody made the call to come out here. Hunter Van Zyl fifth quick with a 4.866. Maverick Openshaw, top qualifier by a lot. I'm wondering if that's correct. There may be a hiccup somewhere, but man, oh man, he just set the world on fire in lap number 1 with a 3.9 flat. We'll have to double check that. But second time by, Talon Martin with a 4.562.
6 seconds quicker?
Yeah, he must have had an issue where he over-rotated or under-rotated through a corner and maybe cut the corner or something like that. But that would be the fastest lap of anybody on the track so far today.
Ever.
And then we got something like Haley Berry did a 1:41, and that's like 2 laps.
Yeah, we just got confirmation, Scott.
Dane Culver at the checkered flag has got the quick time. Can he hang on to it? No, he doesn't. Talon Martin will take the top spot. 4.537 to a 4.560. Talon Martin, your quick qualifier. Dane Culver second. Ashton Williams third, and Travis Jones with a 4.660. He'll be fourth quick. As we have a few cars out of the track just yet. Haley Berry will come across in that 6th spot. There's Ricky Huseman, comes out for 1 lap, it appears. Maverick Openshaw with a 4.664. That's more like it when it comes to lap times. But as they let's see what the pill drop is going to say as Talon Martin's crew will pull the pill. 4. I swear to God, that bucket's full of 4s. So that'll put Talon Martin on the outside of row 2, and that'll put Travis Jones on the pole. Man, what a drive for Talon Martin on that last lap. Was down in that 3rd and 4th spot the entire time. But on that final lap, right at the checkered flag, pulls it out, and with a 4.537, easily his fastest lap of his qualifying effort, a full half a second quicker than what he had on lap number 2. So next coming up will be the Production Turbo UTVs, Production Turbo. And we'll start to see some of the drivers from outside the area or this region of the country. Who made the effort to tow out here to Arizona. But here's our lineup of, let's see, 2 different classes it looks like. Yeah, we're going to have Unlimited UTV and Production Turbo UTV. So the Production Turbo looks like 6 cars with Jason Weller out there in the 10, the number 1 of Oliver Golding, Chance Haugen in the 795, the 777s of Kanan Baker out of Owasso, Oklahoma, just outside of Tulsa, Ryan Denny in the 760, and Jaden Gerber in the 715. Then we have a couple of cars in Unlimited UTV, Dan Kelly in the 704, Kyle Arcanow in the 93, Robert Van Beekum, the dad, in the 64, and Ryder Van Beekum in the 64Y. Well, here we go with our qualifying effort for Production Turbo UTV and Unlimited UTV. Once again, here's our lineup. Coming up first on the track, Mr. Can-Am, the number 10 of Jason Weller. Oliver Golding is out there the number 1. Chance Hogan in the 795. Kanan Baker in the 777s, the young 16-year-old. Ryan Denny in the 760, the 715 of Jaden Gerber. Dan Killing, the 704, Kyle Arcano in the 93, Robert Van Beekem, the 64, and the 64Y of Ryder Van Beekem. So once again, we'll give them one time around. Check out the track a little bit, and next time by, they'll be hitting that line, that stripe, that flag tower at speed.
Oh, looks like Ryan Denny's got a new car there. Their Can-Am. Very nice. Good to see Chance Haugen back out racing again.
There's Bob Van Beekem. Boy, he's having issues with that car. Oh, man.
All year long he's had a lot of problems, I know.
And then Ryder, he was having steering box issues yesterday, had no power steering.
Oh.
He's like, and he's a big kid. He's like, dude, you know what? Muscle it around. Flex a little bit. Work.
There you go. Back in my day, we didn't have power steering.
So it looks like the green flag is out. We're underway for qualifying. Let's see what we can do here. Clock is tripped. Time is now running for Weller, for Kanan Baker, for Clarence Haugen, Ryan Denny, Jaden Gerber. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. They're racing again. Come on, guys. They're not helping each other out. Dan Kelly, Kyle Arcanaugh, Oliver Golding. Here comes lap number 1 completion for Jason Weller. And not far behind is Kanan Baker. Well, Weller 4-2-1-2. Kanan Baker 4-2-5-1. 1 and 2 across the line. Chance Haugen 4-5-8-2. Ryan Denny 4-5-9-2. Jaden Gerber 4-6-9-5. So right now our top 3 qualifying. Chance Haugen 3rd. Kanan Baker 2nd. Jason Weller the top spot. Oh, Baker, I'm sorry, a part just flew off of Robert Van Beekem's car right underneath the flag stand.
Yeah.
Yep, and he's pulling off the track. I thought it might have been like some sort of air filter. It wasn't. Either it's an air filter looking kind of thing or the smallest belt I've ever seen. As a white flag is out, lap number 2 as they go by.
That rear end on the left side doesn't look, something's going on in that car.
So Jason Weller's time was a little bit slower. 4-2-4-2. He hangs on the top spot. Kanan Baker was a little bit slower as well. The 4-2-5-7. Ryan Denny still in that 3rd spot. 4th Chance Haugen and Jaden Gerber top 5. Let's see what the rest of the field has for him. Dan Kelly in the Unlimiteds. He's got the top spot with a 4-2-5-9. Arcanaugh 2nd with a 4-3-6-5. Oliver Golding back in 6th in production. Jason Weller cross line 4-1-4-4. A little bit quicker. And Kanan Baker, 4-2-3-9. He was quicker as well, but not quite quick enough. About 0.8 of a second behind Jason Weller. You know what? You're a young kid, just turned 16, and you got some pretty darn equipment behind you. I want to be qualifying and following the best guy on the track as well.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you on that one. That's
I can always buy more tear-offs.
Yes. Learn those lines.
So top 5 in production turbo is Jaden Gerber, Ryan Denny, Chance Haugen in that 3rd spot, Kanan Baker 2nd, Jason Weller will take that top spot, Oliver Golding back in 6th, but here we go with our unlimited UTVs. Dan Kelly top spot, Kyle Arcanaugh, and Ryder Van Beekem will round out the top 3 in production. I'm sorry, unlimited UTV.
Now I'm going to be curious to see what happened to Robert Van Beekam's car as it still sits out in the center field trying to get a quick tow back to the pits.
Let's see what we got for
Version here?
Inversion. No inversion. Number 3 gets the third quick gets the cash.
Cash. Once again, courtesy of Toyota of Redlands and Bergeson Heating and Air Conditioning.
So not bad. You're starting outside of row 1 next to the preeminent favorite every time he hits the track in this class, Jason Weller. If he's going off on the hook, that tells me it's something in the drive line, obviously. Talking about Bob Van Beekem.
Yeah, it looks like possibly they're looking for that part that flew off.
That was a belt? He popped the belt. That little thing like this big was the belt?
Or what was left of the belt.
But that was the only chunk I saw fly, unless it's wrapped around something inside there. Wow. Yeah. I'm not going around that pit area this afternoon. Nope. I'm going to hang out right here.
Yeah, chasing another gremlin.
If I see Bob, I'll just be walking the other way. I won't even look. I'll just wave. One of those non-looking waves, you know.
Don't ask him how things are going.
Nope. That's not a question that's going to come out of my mouth.
So, Bob, how's things?
So get ready for the Production 1000s coming up next. Followed by Pro Buggies. Let's see. George Lamosas will be coming out in the Production 1000 along with Connor Berry, Chad Williams, Dominic Benitez, Michael Bernstein, the 295A, the 973 of James Johnston, Jonah Bishop in the 33, Ryder Van Beekem in the 64Y, Drake Matag in the 18. Wait, weren't we just out there with these?
No, that's production.
Okay.
No, that's turbo.
Turbo, yeah. So we will probably take a moment to give Ryder and Robert Van Beekem the chance to jump out of those cars and get into these cars. Mason Prater's coming out. Mike Eim is in the 988 and Karsten Hernandez in the 983. So we got 13 cars coming out in this class.
You say Mason Prater?
Yeah.
Oh, that is
He's
awesome.
racing everything.
I love it.
Do you know, are you ready for this? He's getting ready to change his mailing address to the point where he's actually going to get update his driver's license to an address
in Oklahoma,
northern Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, really?
He gonna be cheesehead.
Nice. Very interesting.
I think his mom is in favor of it, but her little boy's leaving the nest, flapping her wings.
Is he 18 now?
Oh gosh, yeah, he's got to be.
Here's my little trophy card.
Yeah, he was just a trophy card kid, and never saw his head because it was just this big like puff of hair.
Yeah.
You know, little head, big hair.
Big hair.
Kind of still the same thing.
Or in his pink ski mask.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Oh, they're cool. Brandy Baker, Kanan Baker's mom, just checked in.
Good to see Kanan out here.
Go K-Man, Ashley Ann Woot, Jaden Gerber, Pam Baker Chandler. This is a good job. That's cool. I love it when fans at home or wherever they're at watching us online pipes up and says something.
I'd love to see more of our Mid-America outdoor drivers. I'd love to see like Cash LeCroy out here too.
That's a little bit of a toll for him.
I know. All the way from Gunnersville, Alabama. The Miller boys. Let's see them out here.
I think they're, is it the Texplex? There's the Outlaw Nationals going on right now, so they're probably there for that.
Is Texplex open again?
I don't know if it. I don't.
Well, they have another one they built up in.
It's in Texas somewhere.
Well, they have. I know Texplex actually moved to like Missouri or something like that.
I was there. I was there this summer. I was there for the Red Bull series.
Okay. And
it's a cool facility, but just yin and yang thing going on there.
I gotcha.
So I think the Outlaw Nationals is at a different facility, but someplace in Texas.
Yeah, because the other one sold that property.
I don't. A buddy of mine is there announcing right now. that series. Oh my gosh, look at the dust in the pits. Oof.
Yeah, I hope everybody's got those canopies secured. I saw a few flip over back in the day on the big semis.
Yeah, not like those two blue things that are down there back in the day when it was a regional series out here. Sarge Schleiper and I were hanging out after a race, and all of a storm came in, and there was, I think, 3 porta-johns down here. I was talking about it yesterday, where a young lady runs into one, taking care of business, and all of a sudden a big old gust of wind comes in.
Oh, no.
And just like dominoes, boom, boom.
No.
Boom. All 3 go down, but on hers, it fell with the door down.
Oh, no.
It was funny, so I took the picture of that. I didn't take the picture of her crawling out of it with help from like 3 guys.
Glad you were there to take a picture, though.
But it was down. You had no idea there was somebody in there. I wouldn't do that to anybody. Hopefully nobody would do that. Hopefully nobody would do that to me. So we got production 1000s. We got pro buggies, and pro light, pro 2s. So just a few more. As they're making their way out onto the track, do the reconnaissance lap. And the wind is picking up again. I think right around what they're calling for this morning. I think it's supposed to be like this. I saw this morning like till 11:30.
It's supposed to be rather warm today. I'll take this wind for a while. Tell you, Bob's loving that wind toy.
Yeah.
Well, I can imagine being a firefighter and you got brush fires going on. You want to know what the winds are, right? That's exactly what it's for. That's what I figured. Okay, use it for how fast the fire's going to spread and the wind. Yes, there's a formula. Going, run for your life when it gets this many miles an hour. You're standing on the wrong side of the flames.
So it looks like the pace vehicle's pulled off the track and the green flag is out. The boys should be accelerating anytime.
Dude, there's a lot of smart drivers. Some are gapped out.
Some got it figured out.
Yeah.
Some are like, oh, duh. Sorry I said that, but it kind of is. Then we got right there 5 cars. Relatively close. What's Connor Berry? Connor Berry looks like he's not getting up to speed quite enough.
Lamosas did a smart move there. Here goes Connor.
All this lap doing as they cross the line is doing just that, tripping the timing loop. So the official time won't hit until the second time by. So as they come across the line, George Lamosas times the 4.483. 4.483. Connor Berry comes by. He'll have a 4. Let's see, Chad Williams top spot, 4.471. Dominic Benitez, 4.539. Connor Berry, 4.548. Bernstein, 4.7. Jonah Bishop, 4.7. Ryder Van Beekem, 4.7. He's back in that 7th spot. Drake Matag jumps up into 5th on lap number 1 with a 4.585. Karsten Hernandez jumps into the top 6 with a 4.619. Mason Prater, top 3 with a 4.521. Mason Prater, top 3, 4.521. And we got a full course yellow.
Got a car out of turn, going into turn number 1. Is that George Lamosis there? Or I'm trying to see the number.
It looks like 2 digits.
88?
I think you're right. I think it is Lamosis, and he was the first guy across the line.
Yep.
Looks like they're getting out the hook. I'm going to pull him out of the race line. Just at the entrance of turn 1, about 2/3 of the way up the track. So, yeah, just got a radio call. It's number 88, so that is George Lamosis, one of the race favorites.
So it's funny, Mason Prater and, of course, Connor Berry. Connor has his iRacing short course series. So when iRacing started going, this was like the main first track that they got going. So I think Mason and Connor probably have more time spending virtually on this track. And it's probably, they know every inch of this track. So it's crazy to see all the time they've spent. Did you ever get your iRacing rig going?
Kinda. But then, you know, it started right when COVID hit, and I was all over this thing.
Yeah.
Trying to, figure it out. And I was doing, like, just fun stuff. I wasn't racing anybody in particular. I was just... But to go live, racing against somebody live like that on iRacing, I have never done that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, I haven't... And then probably about 3-4 months into it is, like, when all of a sudden we started getting... more, horse boarders, horse owners wanting to board at our facility. So the more horses we got, the less time I had to dick around. And that was still during COVID. So to answer your question, no. Now if I plugged it in, I'm still paying a monthly fee for iRacing.
Like $33 every 3 months or something?
Whatever, yeah. $19.95 a month, I think I do. I don't know, whatever it is.
I
haven't had it plugged in for like 3 years. So if I go to plug it in now, turn it on, I'd probably update for a month.
Oh, yeah, you'd have lots of updates.
Jeez. And most of them, if not all of them, I wouldn't care about. But all it is new cars, new tracks, new this, new that. I'm like, I'm just off-road dude. Give me a couple of sprint cars here and there.
Well, they're going to offer, like, I believe Wheatland's going to get into the mix, too. So
they scanned it? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. So this one, I know Bark River they're talking about.
I was involved in the first dirt game.
I remember that.
Man, that was a trip.
Back in the core days.
Yeah. Honest to God, I think
that was pretty cool.
2 photographers, back to back, would stand at the starting line and take a picture of what they're looking at. Out, not down the track, but straight out to the side. Take one step, take a picture, one step, all the way around the racetrack, and that's however they scanned it off of that, I don't know. The technology's changed so much.
Now it's all LiDAR.
Yeah, it's
satellite LiDAR. I mean, down to the triangles on the track, to every rock, pebble, grandstand, everything.
The thing that I didn't like about it though is the first dirt game. I mean, fenders were flying, all that part was realistic, but when you came around in the second lap and you might have hit one of those fenders, the designers did it where it was a metal fender, and next thing you know, you're flipping up into the air and you're wadding up your truck. And so we got Joe Dighton out here coming out cheering on Lorenzo Bonacci, a.k.a. Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Yeah. So, I don't know who Chris Crumley is.
I do. Chris.
Yeah, he goes, does it get any better than hearing Dave's voice again? Voice of an angel. And here, listen to this. He goes, don't forget my PayPal. Whatever that means. So we're back under green flag conditions. Let's see what we got going on here. Fast time is Chad Williams. George Lemos is his second. He might be able to hang on to that even though he just went off on the hook. Mason Prater in that third spot. Dominic Benitez fourth. Connor Berry fifth. Drake Matag. Let's see. White flag will be coming out this time for Mason Prater. I believe he's the first one on the track in position. And he'll take top spot. A white flag lap for Connor Berry. 4-4-3-7. Dominic Benitez. He'll take the top spot.
Wow.
4-4-2-2. Connor Berry had a 4-4-3-7. Chad Williams a 4-4-6-1. Ryder Van Beekem fourth quick. 4-4-7-3. 4-4-8-3. The top five are all in the 44-second bracket. Drake Matag, top spot. 4-4-1-1.
Wow, that is so close on times. Switching
Mason Prater drops down to the top five with a 4-4-7-2. Checker flag comes out for Connor Berry. He'll maintain that third spot. Chad Williams moves into the top spot. At the checkered flag, Chad Williams, 4-3-8-6, as he's now got the time to beat. Ryder Van Beekem will be in that sixth spot with a 4-8-7-3. Michael Bernstein back in that 10th spot. Drake Matag will hang on to second with a 4-4-7-6. Carson Hernandez, eighth quick.
And that looks like it's going to be the last
Mason Prater, top five. Here's our top five in qualifying. Then that jumped around a lot. Mason Prater will be out there with a 4-4-5-2. Connor Berry, the 4-4-3-7. Dominic Benitez, third quick with a 4-4-2-2. Second quick, Drake Matag with a 4-4-1-1. And Chad Williams on his last lap just nailed it. The only driver in the 43-second bracket with a 4-3-8-6. So let's see what the inversion is. Oh, man, there we go again, two.
I know. Flip-flop the front row.
So Drake will be on the pole now instead of Chad Williams, and Chad will be outside of row one. Fifth. And let's see, looks like, is it Mason? I think
yeah,
got
you
fifth.
said Mason Prater.
He gets the cash.
Nice. Courtesy of Toyota of Redlands and Bergeston's Heating and Air.
Pro Buggy's coming up next. And here's our lineup. Zach Drapkin is out there. Gunnar Kennedy, Michael Scafuto, Jaden Uribe, Lorenzo Bonacci, Ezra Eberts, and Steve Arlia. Hey, Jordan Fellon's checked in once again. He's watching us. Another one of the Wisconsin drivers. So for some of the fans that are at home, we got, like I say, Pro Buggies coming up in just a second, right? Immediately followed by Pro Lights and then Pro 2s. So I know that Mama Bear Baker's home in Owasso, Oklahoma, nervously anticipating Pro Light qualifying.
Kane, and of course, one of our young drivers again, too. This is what, first year of Pro Light this year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They got the Pro Light. I think it wasn't very long before the Pro Light series at MAO.
Yeah. Well, I think that and then Wheatland, he was like just debuting.
Yeah, that was his first race.
Yeah.
His first race to the point that nobody at MAO kind of understood the traditions of short course. Because at that track, if you remember, there was fiberglass flying
Yes.
everywhere. And they kind of just let it lay. They might kicked it off the track, but that's where it laid. Whatever it was, hood, fender, chunks, didn't matter. They didn't know. So after the racing was all done, I ran out there in a truck and started throwing fiberglass in the back, and I'm just going to drive through the pits. And,
Souvenirs.
yeah, give it to kids walking around, whatever. And some of the officials, what are you doing? They thought I was like stealing or something. And it's like, no,
that's
not how this works.
Yeah. My favorite scene: the littlest kid dragging either a whole bedside or a hood or a door side.
Dad, can you give me a hand or what?
Trying to get into their Jetta.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to go on the clock here for the pro buggies. Zach Drapkin, Gunnar Kennedy, Michael Scafuto, Jaden Uribe, Lorenzo Bonacci, Ezra Everett, and Steven. Yeah. Well, the wind is staying pretty steady right now. It's going to be interesting when the Pro Lights and the Pro 2s get in the air and start jumping. They got a lot of surface area to work with this wind here. It turns into a giant sail. Pro Buggies, they're an open wheel. They got, less surface area for the wind to affect, so we shouldn't see it too bad affect these. But when you get in the Pro Lights and the Pro 2s, ooh, it's like jumping a sail. And for the folks just tuning in, I want to welcome you out here to Great American Short Course. We got qualifying going on. Pro Buggy currently on the track. It looks like the outdoor battery's green flag is out. Got them all spaced out here, smart when it comes to qualifying. Drapkin across. Kennedy. There's Michael Scafuto. Jaden Uribe makes his appearance here, starts the clock for him. Bonacci crosses. Actually just saw his uncle out in Lake Havasu, the Bomber Eyewear. Uncle, a multi-time world champion jet skier, and of course now Lorenzo trying to do it on his own. We got a vehicle up on the side over there, trying to see who that is. Is that, please tell me that was not who I was talking about, the Jinx. So we haven't gotten a full lap for everybody, so we're going to probably get it restarted here. Nope, there's Lorenzo, so it wasn't Lorenzo. Ezra Everett, he was right behind that flip over. I'm thinking that's possibly Stephen Arlia. So we're going to get that righted and back running here in just a moment. All right, looks like they got him back on the rubber side down. One of the new drivers, figuring it out. See, they're riding him around the incident over there. There's a little cutoff right below the outside final turn. A shout out to my girlfriend who's home sick in bed watching this at home. Hi, Lollipop. So it looks like he's got it refired, a little white smoke that just... Where they roll over, a little of the oil, leaks into the head and it gets in the valves. So when they get it started, it burns it off. So not a big deal. Very common. Well, I might have to tell them to put the monitors behind us so I don't have to look in the wind. Wind blowing right in the face here at the grandstands. Scott's got a little sand in his eyes. It's rough. Oh, yeah, there's the white smoke blowing. That'll all clear out. All right, we're back under green flag qualifying here. So Stephen Arlia back up and running here. So it's going to be Ezra Everett so far. Here goes Lorenzo. Bonacci takes the top time. It's got a 45.925. J.D. Reeby answers back with a 44.223. And then Drapkin drops it another second to 43.165. Gunnar Kennedy moves into second. Uribe down to third. Bonacci sitting fourth. Michael Scafuto sitting fifth with Drapkin still on top. And it looks like Uribe getting tied up a little bit by one of the drivers.
Oh, yeah, the wind's picking up just a bit. Checker flag is out. Next time by, Zach Drapkin, his last lap. 4:3.01, his best lap of the event.
That was the best lap for him right there.
Yep. Coming across the line will be the number 3, Michael Scafuto. He'll maintain that 6th spot with a 4.564.
Drapkin, Bonacci, Everts, Kennedy, Uribe, Scafuto.
Everts will maintain that 3rd spot with a 4.375 his last time. And Bonacci, last time by, Lorenzo Bonacci will take the top spot. 4.2.98 to a 4.3.01. Okay, my math sucks, but that's close.
Yeah, that is.
So our top three is Ezra Eberts, Zach Drapkin, and Lorenzo Bonacci scores the fast qualifying spot on the last lap of the 4.2.98. The only driver to jump into that 42-second bracket. No inversion.
No inversion.
Because they ran out of fours.
They ran out of fours. It's because they only have twos in there, Scott. So we're going to see who's going to get the money from Ferguson. And, of course, Toyota of Redlands.
Next qualifying class to come out here will be Pro Lights and then Pro 2s. Now we'll take care of our qualifying here this morning as we get ready for round 6 of the 2023 Great American Short Course season here at Wild Horse Pass in Chandler, Arizona. Really? Dude. Time to buy a lottery ticket. So throwing down a bunch of water on the track right now. In fact, you know, the track is not that bad of conditions, all things considered. I think the pits is kind of where it sucks. Every once in a while, a gust of wind picks up and a cloud of dust is right there with it. Yeah, Old Glory, the American flag is standing on end.
She's definitely waving proud.
So it looks like Joe Dighton has checked in. This is great job, Bomber Racing.
My lights. I did like 30.
So coming out here right now with Pro Light and Mini Open, as it looks like Rebecca Bailey's checked in. Let's go, Madman. Pam Chandler says she's out there watching. Jim McIntyre. from back in Oklahoma area. Actually, no, he's from Washington State or Oregon. I can't remember which. He's in the far northwest part of the country. But as the Pro Lights and Pro Open come out on the track, Brian Cannon will be out there in the only mini open. Tom Madigan be out there in the Pro Light in the 47. Connor Berry in the number 2 Pro Light. Johnny Holzer, very strong runner in the 44. Kyle Knott, another one in the 36. Brody Eggleston was real quick yesterday in qualifying, the 14. Maddox Bailey, he's got some fans watching that number 29. And Kanan Baker in the 21. I know his mom and his sister are probably watching right now back in Oklahoma, just outside of the Tulsa area. And if you notice, let's see, where's he at? I think he's second to last on the track. We got Brian Cannon in the mini open. That is actually a Pro Light, but the old school Pro Light when they ran the 4 cylinders. Esslinger motor. We were talking about him yesterday. He could probably sell that Esslinger and buy a Pro 2.
Oh, yeah. That's a good trade out.
Got a new wrap on that truck. LeDuc 99 strong.
Very awesome.
Well, the green flag is out, but there's nobody getting on the throttle yet.
Oh, look at that. Kyle LeDuc's like, all right, Johnny, if you're going to hold up, I'll take that spot.
Kyle Knott.
What did I say?
LeDuc.
Oh, my gosh. I was thinking LeDuc strong. Kyle Knott. There goes Connor Berry.
They cross the line. The clock has started. Kind of wondering where Kanan Baker's, he's last on the track, which is fine, but he's got Brian Cannon right in front of him a ways up, but I don't know how that's going to work as far as timing goes. It's we only got 3 laps, and Brian Cannon's pretty quick in that 4-cylinder, but still.
Yeah. Cannon's on the gas now.
So everybody's got a green flag, and coming to the green right now will be the first driver on the track, Connor Berry, with a 4.424. 4.424. Kyle Knott, second one across the line. 4.511. Johnny Holzer takes the top spot. 4.342 for Johnny Holzer. Brody Eggleston moves up in the second spot with a 4.398. And let's see, next across the line, Maddox Bailey, top spot, 4.3 flat.
Right on.
For Maddox Bailey. And kind of what I was afraid of, Kanan Baker is catching Brian Cannon.
He's going to go right on the outside.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't screw up lap times, but Connor Berry goes by for lap number 2, maintains that third spot.
Maddox.
Johnny Holzer goes by. He'll maintain second with a 4.328. Brody Eggleston will overtake second for a 4.323. A 2.8 to a 2.3. Wow.
Great to have Brody Eggleston back here also, man. Part of the 8 boys.
And Maddox Bailey will retake the top spot with a 4.331. White flag is out right now. Kanan Baker goes by. He's still in that, let's see, it would be the 6th spot. Connor Berry up into 4th.
Uh-oh.
Kyle Knott running in that 5th spot. Johnny Holzer, not enough. He'll hang on to 3rd. Brody Eggleston with a time of 4.285, his best lap at the checkered flag. Still a few more cars remaining. 4.285 is the time to beat. Maddox Bailey slows down at the line. He'll maintain second with a 4.481.
Checkered flags out.
And Kanan Baker moves up into the 4th spot with a 4.349. Thomas Madigan with a 4.669, and Brian Cannon with a 4.656. So what I was afraid of actually happened twice on this last lap with Kane and Baker getting hung up with lap traffic. He had the fastest lap on lap 3, but you can see right here, probably 100 yards before the start, he had to adjust his line to get by a car. So once again, our top 3 is Brody Eggleston, Maddox Bailey, and Johnny Holcher, 1, 2, and 3 in the Pro Light. Brian Cannon all by himself out there in a mini open. One more class in qualifying here this morning. So our last qualifying group to come out here this morning will be the Pro 2s. We got 7 Pro 2s lined up ready to come out. Little last bit of watering going on. And, I mean, Dave, I don't know, man. The water bill this weekend's got to be astronomical. I swear. But the track itself looks fantastic.
Well, good thing there's a lot of it behind us. All you have to do is just go.
That's free? Is it? That's where they're pumping it from?
Yeah, you can see right over behind us on the lake. You can see the fill in it.
I heard him say that.
Oh, okay. That's where we used to get.
I don't know if it's Donovan or Donovan. I don't know which one. Donovan.
His son Jeffrey worked with us for a while, and now he's with Yokohama. He was with Honda before that. So the whole family's involved with it.
So talking to Johnny Holcher, who did, top 3 in qualifying the Pro Light. He's lined up right now in the Pro 2, and talking to him yesterday afternoon. He's okay with the Pro Light. He likes it, but he loves the Pro 2. He goes, it's just different. And he's so comfortable behind the wheel, and you can see him, and he's got that brand new Pro 4. He'd rather drive the Pro 2 than the Pro 4. And I just don't know if that's still that new to him and he's getting the hang of it. But I think he's even for a young man, he's like freshman in college. I mean, he gets the price tag on the sport. And he says you have to drive with just so much aggression to be competitive, but you're on the verge every turn, every straightaway, breaking something. Everything is so, I won't say fragile, but something along that line.
I mean, yeah, that's one thing that we always saw in the past, the Pro 4s, they break down. Technology's gotten a little bit better, but yeah, they're still right on the edge of breaking. Speaking of breaking, it's amazing that number 12 is back on the track. Ryan Spaccarelli at Crandon really went for a ride.
Well, he's the first one on the track right now in line. That's Ryan Spaccarelli, the number 12, Brock Hanmer in the 99. Johnny Holcher's out there in the red number 93. And the 81, the gray and white Pro 2 of Doug Matag. Bradley Morris is out there making his appearance with a brand new sponsor on the 24. Dustin Grabowski did pretty decent yesterday qualifying that 74. And Michael Stell in that 69, another brand new entry out here.
Yeah, it's Grabowski made his appearance. We saw Crandon, and glad to see him back with us. Boy, those boys have a big history, or going into the desert. It's great to see him in short course now too. I know they've helped. I know they were part of building with Matags and building that Pro 2 that Ricky G was driving originally. Of course, that track is junk, and now they got a new one.
Didn't take long.
No.
He's driving a mini sprint right now up in the Carolinas with Ryan Beat. Actually, today he's probably right now on the lake there.
Well, I wish he was here with us.
So it should be going green any moment now. Myers back really first truck on the track to come around and start the clock. And the green flag is out. And he just buries it into that outside wall in the final turn. It's a dirt wall. I should have verified it's a dirt wall, but man, he just mashed that cushion. Here comes Johnny Holzer on that final corner. Nice line, nice turn. Wow, very nice.
That turn number 3 is tight. That used to be 3 wide with K-rail there, and now it's like almost one truck can only fit through there.
The tag goes by. The 74 of Grabowski goes by. Those 3 names, Matag, Grabowski, and Matag, Morris, and Grabowski, all trophy card kids. And let's see. Oh, Matag goes around in turn 2. And on lap number 1, let's see. We're having, looks like, timing and scoring issues right now.
I'll tell you, it warms my heart to see Bradley Morris back there.
Yeah, he's too good of a driver not to be on the track. Here we go. We got Johnny Holzer with the top spot right now after lap number 1, 4-2-1-3. Grabowski second quick, 4-4, really 2 seconds over second place. Johnny Holzer's that fast. Grabowski 4-4-1-1. Brock Hanmer 4-4-5-5. Bradley Morris fourth quick. Meyerspach really fifth. Stell and the tag. Johnny Holzer betters his time. 4-1-5-7 on lap number 2. Man, they found something.
Yes, they did find something.
Lap number 2 for Grabowski. 4-2-3-7. 4-2-3-7. Bradley Morris third quick. Doug Matag goes up into second quick. 4-2-8-7. Bradley Morris 4-3-2-9. Spaccarelli 4-3-7-5. Johnny Holzer at the checkered flag betters his time again. 4-1-7-8. 4-1-7-8. He's currently the top spot. Here comes Grabowski. He could take it, but will he? Needs to beat a 4-1-5-7. And doesn't do it. 4-2-3-7. But Bradley Morris moves into second. Matag into third. Grabowski drops to fourth.
Last lap. It always pays.
And Michael Stell crosses the line with a 4-5-0-1. But our top 5, man, just got turned around upside down, inside out that last lap. Fifth spot, Brock Hanmer with a 4-3-1-8. Fourth spot, Grabowski 4-2-3-7. Doug Matag a 4-2-3-3. Bradley Morris second quick, 4-2-1-9. And Johnny Holzer from Green Bay, Wisconsin, the 4-1.57, your quick qualifier. Well, yep. Dave, I know this is the part that you like. You need to look into a camera.
Yes.
We're online right now. Everyone's looking at you. This is where we're going to shut down for maybe 45 minutes. We're scheduled to come back at 11:30 for actual racing in round 6 today. So come on back. We should be live in about 45 minutes or so. And Dave, send us off.
Well, we'll see you in a little bit. About 45 minutes. Come back and join us. We're going to go racing.
There'll be no heat, no dust, no wind. Perfect track conditions.
What he said.
Yeah.